What is going on, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to do something a little bit random. We're gonna ride 4 different Harley-Davidsons in a matter of like 20 minutes. I'm gonna take each one of these bikes out on the range. We've got the XR1200 here with a D&D exhaust. We've got the Street Rod 750. We've got a 2020 Softail Slim 107, it looks like, and then we've got a Fat Bob 107 with a 2-in-1 exhaust and the Arlen Ness. Hell, man, if I'm feeling pretty good, I might even take this Royal Enfield out and let you guys see just how that bike feels. But yeah, man, let's take one of these bikes out. Let's start out with the Street Rod, since it is the smallest bike out here. We got a little bit of pollen on our bike. It's all right. The riding range is open. Street Rod, this bike was released, I think, in 2014, and it ran all the way to 2020, and then they discontinued it. This is a very entry-level bike right here. Very quiet little engine. This is the Revolution engine, so it feels very similar to the Sportster S. I did ride the Sportster S and did a review video on that bike. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check that out. That was a really fun ride. Alright, let's take the Street Rod. Different engine than what I'm used to. Low fuel. I think that's what that means. Low fuel. This thing feels like a little bug or something. It's pretty nimble. Definitely pretty nimble. It's got a pretty good lean to it as well. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get it up to some high speeds. Just going to maneuver it around a little bit. Now, this is a very good beginner bike right here, the Street Rod. It is small, it's lightweight. I feel very in control of this bike. For me, I don't really like how the handlebars are set up. It's kind of got an aggressive stance here. But it is pretty fast. I mean, it is pretty fast for a 750cc engine. And it is very nimble. Brakes work really good. This is a great beginner bike. If you're just getting into riding and you don't want to get on something gigantic, this would be a great option. This is the bike that they use for the riding academy to get students to learn on. So this is a great entry-level bike. Alright, I'm about to pull it back over there because I think it's out of gas. Alright, so there you have it. I think that's a 2020 Street Rod 750. Very nimble. The engine is not what I'm used to, but yeah, great beginner bike right there. The second bike I'm gonna go with is the Slim. Let's do the Softail Slim here. Get her in neutral. Hey, we got a, looks like a Vance and Hines exhaust on this Softail Slim. Oh yeah, this one's got some sound to it. Now this right here is just like a boulevard cruiser. You got floorboards down here. Can't really lean it over too far because I'll scrape. Now this is the perfect bike for the guy who just wants to cruise around on the weekends. You know, it's not going to be great for long distance rides, but I mean, you can still manage with it. It's got the 107 engine, so there's, you know, there's what, 1760 cc's in this thing. You got these beach bar handlebars. Oh yeah, sounds great. You got your speedometer here with your digital tack. Tells you how much gas is left, the time, the RPMs. I like to keep it in the RPMs so I can see. I mean, these new Softails, man, I'm telling you, they are the smoothest riding Harley-Davidsons to date. Harley really did their homework with the frame, the suspension, everything on this bike. Harley did a really good job. Sounds great too. That Milwaukee 107 just sounds really good. I can't even really get it into second gear out here. A lot of torque on this bad boy. Got your floorboards like I was saying, but yeah, this is definitely a cool, just like weekend cruiser kind of bike. I mean, you could probably take it on a hour or two trip and be fine, but better for just like the weekends and whatnot. Not going to be exactly ideal for two-up riding or anything like that. Got a really narrow rear tire back there, so it does maneuver pretty well. Twisted it. The Softail Slim. Alright, let's pull this bad boy back over there. Going over some bumps, not really even feeling anything. I love the suspension on the new Softails. I guess this would be the point in time in the video where I would say, hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel. I put out Harley-Davidson content pretty frequently, and I'm in motorcycle sales here at Independence Harley-Davidson in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you're in the area, I encourage you to stop by. Check out our selection of bikes. Ask for miles. I will take good care of you. Okay, so we did the Street Rod 750. We did the Softail Slim. I'm going to save the Fat Bob for last. Let's do the XR1200. This bike is very sought after. I don't know too much about this bike, but I know a lot of people love this bike. This exhaust sounds really good too, I know that. This is like Harley's like race bike. I think you got the Evo engine on here. Like I said, I don't know too much about this. Somebody either came with an oil cooler or somebody put the oil cooler on there. Oh, it's so mean. It sounds so mean. Wow. It's just got a grunt to it. It's just like, it's mad. It's just mad. It does lean very well. There's our new stage. We're building a stage at our dealership, and our dealership's getting remodeled. So in about a year from now, it's gonna look pretty awesome. Low on gas. I hate that. I hate that. Let's go. Holy moly. Wow. Wow. That's got some get up and go to it. Yeah, this bike is damn fast. I'm almost tempted to put some gas in it and take it on the road. Ooh, it's a lot of fun. This bike is fun. This does have like rear set controls, kind of like a sport bike. So your controls are here. I'll get off and show you real quick. So your controls are shifted back a little bit to give you that kind of sporty feel with this bike. D&D exhaust sounds really good on this. I think we have like 3 XRs here. So if you're in Charlotte and you're seeing this and you like the XR1200, come on down to Independence Harley-Davidson and check them out. Yeah. Yes. This is different than any Harley that I'm really used to. Just the way that it's set up. It's like a sport bike. It feels very sporty. It can lean really well. Alright. Yeah, that sounds phenomenal. Very sporty. The XR1200. So last but not least is going to be the Fat Bob. The Softail Fat Bob. Somebody has definitely done some performance upgrades to this. You got the Arlen Ness Big Sucker. You got the Bassani 2-in-1. I can tell you I've taken this bike out on demo rides with customers, because if a customer wants to go on a demo ride and this bike's out here, I'm like, oh, I'm taking the Fat Bob. I really love this bike. This bike is up there with the Lowrider S. If you don't know, I have a 2021 Softail Lowrider S. I make content about that bike all the time. Getting a stage 2 put in it right now. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe. Got some Heartluck grips on here. They feel great, they look great. The one thing that throws me off with the Fat Bob is that it has forward controls. I'm not used to that at all. Same exhaust that I have on my Lowrider S Bassani 2-in-1. This bike is awesome. This bike is seriously awesome. It maneuvers really well. Whoa, man. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, that XR1200 is fast, but this bike is faster. Definitely faster. Again, this is not going to be ideal for long distance rides. That's one thing that, you know, if that's what you're shopping around for, then this bike is not going to be for that. 2-up riding, long distance rides, the Fat Bob is not going to be great for that. You can do it, it's going to be possible, but it's just not made for it. When you're buying a bike, you really got to be honest with yourself about what kind of riding you're going to be doing. If you're commuting back and forth to work, short distances, riding around town, zooming around, this bike is definitely fun. And I encourage you to get out and test ride it a little bit. Got your adjustable suspension here. Again, this is a newer Softail. Milwaukee 8 Softail. Look at that headlight. These newer Softails ride so smooth. So smooth. Yeah, man, I mean, riding it out here on the range doesn't really do it any justice. I'll take it around somewhere else a little bit. This position too that you're in with these drag style bars and the forward controls, like, I didn't think it was going to be comfortable at all, but it actually is pretty damn comfortable being able to stretch your legs out like this. This sounds great. That Milwaukee A107 with this 2-in-1 exhaust sounds really good. Yeah, this bike moves. Yes. If you can't tell, I am partial to the Fat Bob because I'm riding it a lot further than the other bikes. This thing is a grunt of a bike. Man, hot diggity dog. Look at that. Stopping, no problem. No problem stopping. The Harley-Davidson Fat Bob. That is a bike right there to be reckoned with. That is a fun bike. Out of all these bikes, these four, that bike is my favorite. 100%. Well, I said I wasn't gonna do it, but hell, why not? It's out here. This is a 2018 Royal Enfield. It's carbureted. It's got a kickstart just to give that kind of classic vibe. All right. If it starts up, this is, yeah, you can, it's got ABS. Wow. All right, let's see. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm on a bicycle. It's just putting around. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need like a top hat, a mustache. Oh man. It's got that automatic shut-off feature. I need a top hat, like an eyeglass, a mustache, and a pipe with this bike. That's how that's how it makes me feel. So that's it, guys. Four different Harleys, ride and review, quick ride and review on 4 different Harley-Davidsons. Thank you for watching, you guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out content all the time. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. My name is Miles. Ride fast, take chances, lean your bike over. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.
This morning. everything.